Kick your shoes off, take a load off. Don't go nowhere till the show's off. Oh, you know it's gonna be a movie when you got Cletus Cassidy on your TV. Yeah, already know Mr. Funny Man. Coming to you and making you laugh again. Started off on the radio, now we got the Cletus Cassidy Show. Coming to you and making you laugh again. Started off on the radio, now we got the Cletus Cassidy Show.
Good morning, everybody. Welcome to another edition of See You in the Morning. Preparing myself for the only season that counts, football season. Of course, it's Roll Tide and Go Broncos. Let's ride. Roll Tide and let's ride all year. That's how I roll during football season. It's just a horrible time of the year right now. There's no sports. There's nothing for us to do. We just out here just in the wind. You got nothing. You can try to make it. I don't know if any of y'all watch hockey. There's still some hockey going on, I guess. Guess we could watch baseball if push came to shove. You could watch baseball. I don't know, but it's just where we are right now. This is all we got. But you know me, I'm Roll Tide and let's ride until once August starts. August it is. I'm not watching NASCAR. I can't do it. They just driving in circles. You got me going in circles. I got to really learn what goes on in NASCAR. I don't understand it yet. I watch it. I have watched, but I don't understand the strategy. I don't understand when to draft, when not to draft, when to take the pit stop, when not to. It's crazy. And I'm not a big fan of traffic. That's what NASCAR ends up being. Just everybody trying to move through the traffic. And I don't know what the strategy is yet. I got to watch a NASCAR for Dummies tutorial, and then maybe I can get into NASCAR. But that's neither here nor there. Today is Thursday. Welcome to another edition of See You in the Morning. My horrible idea to get up in the morning and put out way too much of my personal business. I am, of course, your host, Cletus Cassidy. If this is your first time hearing this, you're about to experience something so cold. If you've been here before, you found it not robbery to come back and watch it again, I appreciate you, man, because you could have been anywhere in the world. Could be anywhere in the world, but you chose to be here with me, and I appreciate that. Pick a car and follow. I got ADHD. I can't just pick one car. I'll be all over the place. Ooh, pretty colors. It's too much. This show right here, man, it's very different from any other show that you'll probably watch. Maybe it isn't different from any other show, but I like to think it is. We go in a variety of directions. We go to a variety of directions. The subjects can go any kind of way. I might lay down in the middle of the show. You never really know. But one thing we do is we go left and we have a good time. The only thing that stays consistent that I do every single show is I speak to everybody that speaks to me. So today, light day today. We ain't got to worry about a whole lot of people to speak to. Today's a light day. Apparently everybody's still on break from Juneteenth. Everybody's still Juneteenth. And I guess today is June 20th. I don't know. I'm glad they didn't do it on the 20th. It would have been hard to say June 20th. Juneteenth is all right. It rolls off the tongue. June 20th doesn't. Not much. Anyway, let me speak to those who speak to me. The first three people that speak, of course, get the mythical morning medals, the M&Ms. So let me start the M&Ms off by giving it up to the double M's. To the anytime, any place, Michelle McKinney with the bronze medal this morning. Winning silver is my man Snoop. And winning the gold is Melissa Kutha Luther. Still up, even though she's an educator, ain't got to be at work. I appreciate you still being up. I'm going to tell you right now, if I was a teacher, it's summertime, ain't no way you're going to get me. If I was an educator, ain't no way I'm up in the summer. Holla at me at noon, 1:30. A big shout out to Melissa, my man Snoop with the silver, Michelle with the bronze, and almost winning a medal, getting the aluminum fourth is Carlita Jones. Good morning, Carlita. Also, here's Franita. Rhymes with Carlita. Franita. Then IDA out of Seaborn, good morning. Sharonda, good morning. T. Mitchell, good morning. TT, Tiny and Tasty, good morning. Marche's in the building, good morning. Lisa, good morning. Good morning, Helen. Thank you for not just saying hello, but asking how I'm doing. Thank you for caring. Tamika, good morning. I know that's not what it says up there, but you know how black people are. Black people get hard names. They just say something different. Good morning, Betty. My man Al, good morning. Good morning. So we headed down to Charlotte. All right, well, be safe out there, man. Be safe out there, man. Pastor Shy in the building. If you are in the New Jersey region, Pastor Shy just got finished tagging me in a flyer. I'm making a special appearance at his church. He didn't even get an approved picture. He just decided he was gonna put a picture up. That's what happens when you go to churches of the Negro persuasion. They just do whatever they feel like doing. They don't ask you. They just be like, we just gonna put this up. We just gonna put a picture up and you deal with it. And that's what they decided to do right there. But I'll be at my man Pastor Shy's church on Sunday. I'm gonna show it real quick, like so y'all can see it. But then, bam, that's me. I'm kind of smiling in there. Then they photoshopped the wrinkles out of my shirt. That's nice. But I'm kind of glad that they put this picture up so I know what not to wear to his church on Sunday. That always confuses me. I never know what to put on. It's always a difficult road trying to decide which item to wear. So thank you. I appreciate it. Appreciate it, Pastor. So I'll be there on Sunday. And I'll also be at another show, but it's good. What's up, my man George Berry? Big shout outs to George and all the members of the Norfolk Guardsmen. I went out there and did a show for the Guardsmen. It was a whole bunch of rich people. Ladies, y'all got to find them. I'm just telling y'all now, ladies, that if I ain't never told y'all nothing, I ain't never gave you a positive tip before, go find the Norfolk Guardsmen and go to one of their events. It's where all the rich people at. Good morning, Lynette. You trying to find that man with a little bit of change? That's where it is. They got it. It was some dollar bills, y'all, in there. There was a lot of wives in there too. So if you got to find the single ones or be side chick ready. Either find you a single one or be side chick ready. I think some ladies, and I know a lot of y'all, boast about your self-esteem and who you are as a person and your morals. I think the right amount of money will side chick you. I think for the right amount of money, a lot of y'all will jump right on in there. Lakeisha, I'm not accepting you saying good morning in English. I'm not doing it. Good morning, Delisa. Good morning, Patricia. Good morning, Wilberta. Oh, I didn't know it was a secret, George. My bad. I didn't. Never mind. I didn't say any of this. You didn't hear any of that from me. I didn't know it was a secret group. My bad. I take all of that back. I wonder what the amount is. That'll lead you to side chick them. That's what today's episode is about being honest. Today is about being honest. Today is an honesty day. We're talking about honesty in relationships, interpersonal relationships. So of course, honesty in friendships, I think, is one thing. Then honesty in relationships is a different thing. I think one of the cool things about having friends is you can be honest with your friends. I think you can always be honest with your friends. You can't always be honest with your spouse or significant other because you got to care about their feelings and you got to live with them differently. I think you can always be honest with your friends. We got friends all the time. We got one friend, we call him ugly all the time, and he just knows that's what he is. We be like, boy, you ugly. You just be like, anybody ask me to describe him, that's the first thing we say. Be like, such and such. Be like, yeah, he ugly. Blah blah blah. That's how you can break out with that easy. You can't call your significant other ugly. You got to always make them feel like they're beautiful, even if they're not. It's harder. If your friends are a certain way, you can just be honest with them. Today's an honesty show. What amount of money, ladies? Is there an amount of money that the other guy has that'll make you cheat? that'll make you consider side chick them. To me, say feelings or no feelings. I'm gonna be honest. I ain't sugarcoating nothing. Yeah, you say that. You say that. Y'all, you gonna be in a different breed then. You say complete honesty. That's a different level. Good morning, Kim. You can't be 100% honest with your friends. With your significant other or spouse. Friends get all kinds of honesty. There was a comedian one time. Maybe it wasn't a comedian. I want to say it might have been Bill Cosby. It was a comedian one time that I heard that said, "Stop trying to tell people that your spouse is your best friend. It's not. Your best friend, your spouse ain't your best. You can't tell your spouse everything." Good morning, Sterling. I don't believe it. Y'all say it, but you can't. There's levels to everything. You got your boy, then you got your spouse, especially guys. Lady walks through with yams on fire. I'm talking about the yams of the year. Yams of the year. You see them coming through. You be like, "No, that's good. What up, though, JP? Good morning, Dolores. Your lady come through yams of the year." You can't tell your spouse. Here's the difference. What you can do with your spouse. For all you guys, my spouse is my best friend. You keep saying this, Shy, and then that's fine. You gotta let her believe it. Because you watch she walk in that room, you can't tell her, boy, the things I do to her. You can't do it, Shy. You can't turn to your wife when them yams walk through and say, "Whoo, girl, you know the things that I would do to that." Put her on a plate, sop her up with a biscuit. But I can turn to my boy, married, not married. You like, "Ooh, my man, do you know what I do to that?" Good God Almighty. And even if both of y'all see the yams, it's still a level to what you can say about the yamage. Lots of people in relationships, and a pair of yams come through, and the man and the woman see, like, "Boy, she got a nice shape on her." Hey, honey, did you see that? That's the only thing you can say to your wife. "Hey, man, she got a nice set of yams, don't she? Did you see those?" That's it. That's the end of the line. That's where you can go. That's as far as you can go. Best friend, spouse. As far as you can go. "Hey, babe, you see that?" Really, as a man, you supposed to wait for her to mention it. You're not even really supposed to take the lead. Even if you got one of those relationships where she say, "It's okay, we talk about everything, we notice it, blah, 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 blah." We ain't saying you trying to enjoy the yams, Pastor Shy. We know you're a marriage counselor. We know your wife also watches. We know you're a marriage counselor. You're supposed to say that. So you can't even be honest on this live. I'm not trying to say that you want to enjoy nobody else's yams. I'm not saying that at all. You don't have to desire for the yams. We only had to say you desire the yams. But I think every man in here knows you've had a few yam situations that you looked at differently. You like, "Man, if I wasn't married, no, I don't have the desire of my heart to be in there." But whoo, good gracious. Whenever you got married, if you got married 10 years ago, everybody got an 11 years ago. If you've been married 25 years, everybody got a 26 years ago. If you've been married 6 months, everybody got a 7 months ago. You've been married 10 years, there's always somebody be like, "Boy, 11 years ago, I would have been ready." Seems like you're ready. I could have swore you were ready. But your boys, there's no nothing. Your boys, you can tell them anything. One of my boys, man, I'd be like, "Boy, put gravy on them. Slather them up." It's a difference. When your best friend is who you go to when your significant other and or spouse is on the last nerve. When they on that last nerve, you got to tell somebody. You can't go tell her. You can't go tell her. She on the last nerve. You ain't gonna walk in the room and tell her, you know what I hate about you? Woo! When it's cold outside. That's what you're gonna be singing. If you think you're lonely now. Oh, no, Dolores, we know BBLs is out there. And trust me, ladies, we know that the BBLs there. Because your thighs don't match. We know the BBLs. We see them. We see the good BBLs. We see the bad BBLs. Some of y'all are taking BBLs. Y'all, so y'all are adding extra L in there. Y'all taking a BBLL. And Pastor Shy, you a whole married man. You do marriage counseling. You could probably help some of us on that. What happens when you frustrated with your wife? At least you yell out that it ain't the wrong. It ain't the norm. At least you admitting, hey yo, that's not the norm. I know that's not a normal thing for them to be your best friend. And I've seen y'all relationship. I know how y'all get down. I know you the one that be like, if I'm going out with her. I don't need nobody else. I don't need nobody else. Long as I got Queen Becca. Long as he's got Queen Becca. Long as he's got Queen Becca. He don't need nobody else. Well, Delisa, that's a good point. You gotta be happy that your man. And listen, let's go ahead and throw this out here. Let's go ahead and throw this out here, Delisa. You gotta be happy your lady ain't doing it. A lot of these ladies, y'all act like these ladies ain't out there. There's a lot of lady on ladies. Drake has a song called "Girls Like Girls" where I'm from. Don't act like Delisa is just the men. A lot of these girls' nights ain't girls' nights. There's only 2 girls involved. Lakeisha says, why isn't it the norm? Why can't your spouse be your best friend? Why isn't that the norm? I don't know. I think there's a layer of protection from the truth that you gotta have. There's a layer of protection from the truth that you gotta have with your spouse. Pastor I say we don't lie about being on each other's nerves, but we are honest enough to say I still love you, but you're getting on my nerves. I like it. Girl trip conversations ain't nothing on. I don't think anybody has girl trip conversations with a man that they would have with the girls. It may be different out here. It's different conversation. It's different conversations. Y'all getting that girls trip. Y'all getting that girls room. Brutal honesty. Most ladies, good morning, JD. Don't call me Martin Luther the King. Brutal honesty in there. It's brutal honesty in that girls trip room. I'm talking about y'all talking in ways that everybody don't talk. I don't think y'all talk the same. And y'all might. But I don't think that girls trip room is the same conversation you have when you on a trip with your spouse. What's going on, Kev? When you sit down, you talking about real life. When you start talking about what it really, really is. How honest can you be with your significant other? In the girls' room, here's what I'll say this. Sitting around with your girls trip, talking on a girls' room trip, you can say, and with all honesty, you can get in the room with them, I love James. Lord knows I do. But ain't nobody ever blown my back out like Charles. I love James, but ain't nobody ever did me like Charles. You can't go tell James that. James your best friend and he's your boy. When that conversation come up, James like, am I the best you ever had, honey? You like, well, by a mile. I ain't never had nobody treat me the way you did. That's just how it works. True or not true. You gotta let James continue to feel like James is on top, literally and figuratively. James is still gotta feel like he running things. You got to make sure. Now, Pastor Shot put up a text say, "You be surprised at how honest we are." Y'all are different. Again, y'all ain't the norm. You've already said that. Y'all ain't the norm. You already said, Pastor Shot, that y'all ain't the norm, and I appreciate y'all lack of normalcy. How honest can you get? Let's take it out of some real life application. Let's talk. Let's do this. And I know Pastor Shot again, amazing. If y'all haven't checked him out, dopemarriage.com, DOPE marriage.com. It's not about crackheads being married. It's about a dope marriage, having a dope marriage, dopemarriage.com, right? Let's talk it out. There's two things that I've noticed. Men, I think, have a harder time with the honesty than the women do. Because I think we always care about a woman's feelings. Can you go over the little things with your spouse? Fellas, if your wife is wearing something she shouldn't wear, are you telling her? Are you letting your wife know when she put that outfit on that she ain't got no business? When she come down the steps, and what if it's her favorite outfit? Pastor, I thank you. He said it did take a lot of time and maturing to get to that point. I believe that too. I believe that. Marche said, I hope he will. It's hard though. She come down them steps. She come down the steps like she killing it. Look at me. Ow, ow. And you like, You look like you like, okay. All right. So he said, my husband makes a face. But he ain't said nothing. Even if he makes that face, if you were to ask him, he'd be like, oh, no, girl, you look good. You look good. What up, Slim Goody? Betty said he should be the front line. He should be. He should tell her. He can say it without hurting her feelings. How do you know, though? How do you know, Twan? Especially if it's something that she done sat in that room and been getting dressed all day. Like, fellas, two things affect whether a guy tells you about your outfit. How long it took you to get dressed and how you going to feel about it. If you already took 2 hours getting ready, if you already took 2 hours getting ready, I'm not risking telling you no. Because you're going to go back in there. Because you're going back in there and redressing. I ain't got time to wait for you to redress. You're just going to have to go out looking like Homie the Clown today. I can't risk you going back in and changing clothes. That's the first thing. Depending on how much time we got, I'll tell you. A lot of y'all ladies have been out there looking a mess just because we ain't got time. We're going to miss the movie if I tell you no. Now, that's a great question. Are you accepting when he tells it? When he tells you, are you accepting? That's good. That's good. Ladies will tell a guy quick. Now, on the other hand, a lady will tell a man in no time. Lady will tell a man in no time. You look terrible. What are you doing? Go in there and change clothes. Women will switch your whole wardrobe anyway. You already know your lady gonna start buying you stuff. Your lady gonna see you. Your lady gonna see you in the summertime. She don't like the shorts you wearing. She gonna run out of the polo, buy you a pair of shorts or two. No, that's all she gonna do. It. She's gonna get it to you as a gift. Father's Day, your birthday. She gonna get by. Hey, here goes some clothes for you. They're gonna most say I dress my husband. That's what they do. Me and you'll notice it. You'll start noticing them socks and stuff. It ain't just for you. It's because that's what she wants you in. She gonna start giving you little hints. You're gonna look up your whole closet. Gonna be stuff you ain't even buy. She's gonna slide stuff in because men sometimes there's levels to it. Men get comfortable in what they like wearing. Men dress in comfort, and it ain't even like a comfort. Men just get comfortable, and this is what I like. This is a true story about me. I will buy the same shirt 3 or 4 times and forget I got the shirt at home. I walk in the store and be like, man, I really like this shirt. Grab it, then realize I already got that shirt. That's why I like it so much. I already got one. Let me find a shirt that I like. I buy it in every color. I like this shirt. Like the shirt. That's just it. That's man 101. So you lucked up, Sonya. You won the lottery. He already dressed well. You already won with him. He already won. You ain't got to mess with him. 7 out of 10 wives, though, got to go ahead and make some subtle adjustments. 7 out of 10. So that was a layup. That was a layup question. Bam. Layup question on the clothes. That was a layup question on the clothes. Keith, I already knew you was smooth. Keith, I already knew you was player from the Himalayas. I already knew, Keith. I know you ain't had no problem. Yeah. Keith, you probably change women before you change outfit. Because Snoop, they dress you because you now, and see, you in a whole different set of circumstances. You a coach. Coaches can't dress, period. Coaches wear coach stuff all the time. That's all the coach is gonna wear is coach stuff. Coach is gonna be in them sweatpants and a t-shirt every time. Every time. Coaches don't know how to dress. Coaches can't put on clothes. Coach gonna wear sweatsuits all day. A coach is always gonna look like a coach. No matter where they go, they're gonna have coach. That is it. See, you wear your coach. Now they gotta break you out of it. They gotta put something on. All right, I'm gonna put up. Nope, no. You're not putting that coach shirt on. That's it. Coaches, track pants, ball caps. That's just where we comfortable at. You can guarantee that on coaches. That's different. All right, clothing is a layup. That was a layup question. That was easy. So we got this straight. Women gonna dress the men. The men just gonna let the women. You go out there and look like you're looking. You're looking like you're looking. How about that was a layup, right? Just on general outfits. Oh, this new socks and suits is horrible. No socks. I can't stand it. I always think your feet stink. I struggle with putting on clothes because I'm in the gym clothes or jeans and a t-shirt. So let me ask you this. Let me ask you a question. This is it right here. Fellas, are you stepping in when she's dressed too provocative for you? When she's dressed too provocative for you, are you stepping in? Or do you have to go ahead and let her wear it? And ladies, do you think about the level of provocativeness that you display when you with your man? How do you decide? I ain't never been a woman before, so I don't know. How do you decide? Are you like, I'm putting it on, these skin tight? Are you putting that freakum dress on? Or no? Does your husband or significant other have to approve your freakum dress? Right now, ladies, y'all talk about men with no socks. The women ain't covering up them belly buttons for nothing. Those midriffs is just out. Midriff everywhere. Sonya said she don't care. Sonya said I'm wearing what I wear. I'm putting on this provocativeness, and you gonna get it. Yams on display. You putting them yams on display, and y'all just deal with it. Mo said if I would walk around naked every day, he won't care as long as he's with me. I don't think that's true. I think you want to believe that, but I think there's levels to it. Inside, here's the perfect balance for men. Men want somebody good looking enough to get some attention, but then they don't want them getting no attention. That's just where men are. We want nobody wants somebody that don't nobody want. I think that's just a reality of life. Don't nobody want nobody that don't nobody want. If you the only person that wants your significant other, listen, you dating a hunchback in Notre Dame. You want at least one person that really want them. If you can't find one other person that want them, you're like, what is wrong with my boo? Don't nobody want them? It's rough. But when they put those clothes on, you gotta look, you be like, okay. I don't know what it is. Fellas, it's two things. It's a compliment and it's a hey, hold on now. I think a man ideally wants his woman to dress all the way to woo, girl, look at you. And not woo, girl, everybody finna be looking at you. I think you wanna cut it down in between there. It's something that you wanna do. But women also love to accentuate what they think is their sexy part. Every woman in here has got what they feel is their sexy part, they best feature. If you a lady and you be like your legs is legging, every time you do a little something special, them legs finna be out. Everybody finna see these legs. Huh? They're like, let me get these legs. Huh? Legs. I'm going, man, for Pastor Shy's advice. I let him type long stuff because he's a certified counselor. DopeMarriage.com. We want each other to look good while being respectful of each other. There are certain things that I don't think are bad, but if she feels a way, I'm not wearing it because at the end of the day, she's the main one I'm getting fly for. Okay. I got you. You want to get it right to where you like, okay. Lady, that's one of the best compliments you can get when you come out. You can get a solid okay with the voice inflection. Okay. You can go a little high. Okay. The higher up, the better you look. That means he's having a seizure. But right under that note. He got a dress. He said, I need you to wear that only with me. Yeah, that's exactly right. If she think them legs be legging, that's what she gonna do. If she's a boob lady, she's accentuating them boobs at all times. Morning when they tell it's summertime when they coming in late. If she's a boob lady, them boobs are getting accentuated. You gonna see that Cleveland. If she's a yammer, that's what's on the buffet. She got outfits that accentuate the yams. I want my wife to look hot without looking like she's having a hot girl summer. I like it. That's the perfect balance. Look hot, but not hot girl. I like it. Look like you earn money, not that you making money. There you go. Look like you earn money, not like you making money. There's a difference. There's a subtle difference. All right, see, I've been giving y'all layups. Pastor, I don't know if you're available. I'm about to send you an invite, Pastor Shy. Because this next one, where we going now? Where we going now? I don't know. I don't know if everybody can handle it. I might need your professional expertise on this one. Because there's just no way. I don't know how to handle this one. I don't know how to handle this one. I'm gonna send you the invite, Pastor Shy. If you can come in, you know you're always welcome. It's all been layups at first. But that's how I don't do too much, but these thighs gonna be out. You gonna thigh it out, huh? Some of us had too much T and a whole lot of A. Balance is the key. Some people can't handle it. There's a lot out there. Everything has been a layup so far. All these questions have been layups. These have been easy. We talk about feelings, but ain't been no feelings involved. We ain't got no feelings at all. And then said, I ain't got enough of either one, so I just throw my thighs out. And the thighs are a go-to. If you don't really have no T or A, you go to the other T. You ain't got it. It's somewhere. Every woman got something that's hot on them. You might not have the chesticles. You might not have the yams. You may not even have the thighs. You may not even be thick in the thighs. So you be like, these ankles is gonna be on display. I've seen ladies who ain't had nothing going but some amazing calves. You be like, her calf muscles are amazing. Amazing calf muscles. Try to wait a couple seconds to see if Pastor Shaw was gonna come in, but I'm gonna go ahead. Everything's been a layup. All these questions have been layups so far. But now I want to get to the real. Let's put on our big boy, big girl britches. Let's be grown-ups for a second. Can you handle physical changes in your spouse or significant other? And how do you address those honestly and fairly? How do you address physical changes in your spouse? How do you address those? And if those physical changes get to the good to you, good, that's a good one, George. If those physical changes get to a certain way, there it is. He here, y'all. Pastor Shy is about to get real. And those physical changes start to affect how you feel about the other person. Do you say something to him? Pastor Shy, man, one of the co-hosts of the amazing DopeMarriage.com is in the building. What's going on, Pastor Shy?
What up, man? Got me up here having to throw something on real quick.
Thug life pastoring.
What up, baby?
He just running around. He was just running around the house naked, so he just threw something on.
You know how we do. I mean,
I'm at home. I ain't even gonna lie to you. You look like a New Jersey pastor. like this is exactly what I expect out of all the pastors in New Jersey. In the South, I expect colorful suits.
Okay.
1,000 buttons out of my pastor. Gators. You up top though? That looks like New York. Like I expect all pastors in New York and New Jersey to preach in Timbs.
Yes, sir.
Every Sunday.
That's us. Talk to me, Doc.
So we got you, right?
Okay.
You in a relationship, you solid. You 31 years in with Pastor 31, right?
31.
31 years.
Baskin and Robinson.
How do people deal with, if you're in a relationship, I'm in a relationship, let's just say I'm in a relationship, and I throw a layup for the ladies. Ladies, you fell in love with a teddy bear. When you fell in love, you've always been about big guys. He's been a big guy. You met him, he's a big guy. And that's what you love. You love a big guy. You love to lay your head on his pillows. And he decides to go on a health journey, loses 200-300 pounds. Now he's slim. And you don't deal with slim dudes. But you married him. What happens when the physical appearance changes? How do you approach the physical appearance changing, especially when you're married?
I think the key is honesty. Right, because here's a couple things that when I got married, my wife and I lost Cletus.
No, I'm here. I wanted to give you the solo.
Excuse me. So when we got married, few reality is that we were both teenagers pretty much. We were both teenage bodies. 31 years later, life changes, right? So It's reality is that you're not going to have the same body that you had 30 years ago. It's
Right,
very
because I
rare
can't
that
have the
that
same body I had when I was 10. We 31 years later
31
now.
years later.
Yeah.
So it's a couple things that help me and my wife is that we're honest about what we're honest about things. We don't walk around and act like we don't put on weight, things like that. But then we're also honest with expectations, right? Because a lot of times we're comparing our wives to women who don't live our wives' lives, right? I can't expect my wife to look just like Beyonce. We ain't got Beyonce money and she don't live a Beyonce lifestyle, right? But what I do expect is that for both of us to do the best we can with the cards we've been dealt. So we don't just say you just deal with it. You know, I'm putting on weight. I don't care. What we do say is that, listen, because I want to still be attractive to you, I'm going to do my best to be my most attractive self with where we are and what we can do right now. So I'm mindful of still want to be appealing to her. She's mindful of still wanting to be appealing to me. But at the same time, we realize,
She done came in and cut them off. She was like, not today, Pastor Shy.
okay, the devil is a lie. So we're honest about that. And I think that's the thing. You know what I'm saying? We can have honest conversations about what's going on with our bodies, what we like. And then there's things we can do to still be sexy. You know what's crazy to me, fam, is that I've seen guys who will, have rag on their wives for putting on weight, but then cheat on their wives with a girl who has weight.
A lot of dudes cheat down. I'm not here to advocate cheating at all.
Mm-hmm.
But if you're gonna cheat up. That's my whole. Just cheat up. If you're gonna cheat up. Don't go cheat with a gorilla cookie. Cheat up. If you're gonna cheat with Beyonce. Here's my thing. I feel like if you're gonna cheat at a level that when she finds out, she understands.
Oh yeah. Listen, that is our running joke, is that if I ever cheated on my wife, she would be pissed, the church would be mad, but they would say, well, we get it. We get it. we understand why you did that. You know what I'm saying? It's not good. We're upset, but at least it makes sense.
Make it make sense. Yeah. Everybody can look and be like,
oh yeah. I mean,
Rihanna though, it was Rihanna.
Right. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? If Rebecca cheated on me, and I'm talking a few years ago, and it was Idris Elba, he's still gonna get this work, but I get it.
I still gotta kill him.
Yeah, he's still gonna get this work.
But I understand.
But I get it. Yeah, we good. Yeah. We good.
Idris Elba is universally known as attractive, even to men. Even men know Idris Elba's attractive. You're like, okay, that's a good looking guy.
You know what I'm saying? But if it's
date with Flavor Flav
or Jake from State Farm, come on, what we doing? You know what I'm saying? Yeah, Flavor Flav is.
I don't know about Jake. I know he's considered. I think Jake is. I think Jake from State Farm is a normal. I think he would be a black Ken doll. See, that's the way I feel about Tom Brady. He would be like, what is attractive? And they'd be like, Tom Brady. That's just normal.
But
I think the same thing with Jake from State Farm. You just put him out there.
But hold on,
but you're not looking at him either way.
But Cletus, look at me. Jake ain't got nothing on your boy. I mean, that's
you can went LL Cool J on him though. I don't even know what happened. So now what if now you said something interesting? You're like, we want to make sure we keep it sexy with each other. Okay. What if it's the other way around? What if it's like, what happens when he be like, girl, shoot, do what you get. I work at a shipyard. I ain't got time to be working out, blah, blah, blah. And I love greens. All right.
Well, that's why we talked about this once before. You don't get married because marriage is sacrifice for somebody else. So to me, if I can do something for my wife and it's reasonable, why wouldn't I do it?
And I think the wife got to understand too. So I use the opposite example just because.
Okay.
A lot of ladies, and we learning it now. I think the young lady just said, I like lumberjacks and something else. I don't know. I like lumberjacks. Gerald Dessert. She likes Thick Cannon. And here's what's crazy. So your marriage, you'll marry Thick Cannon.
Mm-hmm.
And then Thick go to the doctor, and the doctor's like, hey, Thick, you ain't gonna be here but about 3 more years if you don't lose some of the guns.
Right.
So now you slim up because you gotta live. She's gotta change what her expectation is, though, right?
Mm-hmm. Well,
you gotta change what her expectation is.
So 2 questions, and this is grown folk. The second question is going to be grown folk conversation. How about that?
We're here.
First question is, did you marry the body or did you marry the person? Because at the end of the day, the body can change, but the person remains the same. Number two, and here's what kills me, is that I've seen people that won't do certain things for their spouse get divorced, but do all of those things for the boyfriend or the side piece or the side, you know what I'm saying, or either or. And so it's amazing to me that people will put more energy in trying to get a person than putting that same energy into keeping the person happy that you got.
I'm gonna tell you one thing. You said the body can change, the person don't. I ain't finna lie to you. If I ever run across a six pack, I don't know how it would ever happen. But if I ever get one, I'm not the same person. I'm telling y'all that right now. I am changing.
Yeah,
okay?
I can see you doing it. I can see you doing it.
I'm somebody completely different.
Yeah, I can see
I got
you
a
doing
whole
it.
closet full of shirts. I get a six pack, throw them all out, giving them all the goodwill. It's nothing but, I don't want to say white beaters because that's bad, but nothing but A shirts. That's it. I'm never wearing a shirt again. So I think it's very interesting because here's a reality. I always know. I think that people. Here's one of the things that I've noticed about relationships. I've seen guys, and this is big on guys. I don't know if that's always for women, but it's big with guys. I've seen guys be horrible spouses in relationships.
Absolutely.
They be horrible spouse. Then you look up 6 months later, they get married again, and they are husband of the year. Like all the things that they didn't do with their first wife.
Right.
Like, nah, I don't even know that dude. That's a whole different dude.
Right.
He be doing stuff they ain't never do. You meet women the whole time they was with James, they ain't never cook. And then you come home, she be like, I cook every Monday, Wednesday, Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday. You be like, wait, you ain't never cooked nothing for Jerome. I don't know how that changes, man. So that's different. So I think even physically. So let me ask you this.
Sure.
Let me ask you this. What would be a key? And I know you don't personally have this experience.
Okay.
What would be a key? What would be a key to staying with somebody that you're not physically attracted to?
So let me give you made me think of something. And this is a great story of what helped change my marriage. Right.
Okay.
Years ago, we had really close friends. And when I say close. And so the husband I'm trying to be very, very, elusive because I don't want to, but the husband at the time.
Your wife to be tuning in. Like,
right. So the husband had an affair. And when he had the affair, of course, it was horrible. But underneath all of it, I asked him some questions. And my question was, yo, fam, how did this happen? And the thing he said, we talked, was that his wife in a situation like this had put on a lot of weight over the marriage. And the thing is that he was starting to have these feelings about some things that could have spiced the marriage up. But because for whatever reason, and women, y'all know better than we do as men, the insecurities that you face that we don't. She was at that time uncomfortable being honest about her insecurities. And so because she wouldn't indulge in the conversations about their relationship and their intimacy, it sort of opened up a door for him to go somewhere else. Well, once we found that out, me and my wife sat down and talked. And the thing we said was that, listen, if we don't want to be them, we got to be honest, right? So we have to have grown folk conversation about stuff that's uncomfortable. We got to talk about what we wear to bed. We got to talk about what we call sexy. We got to talk about what turns me on and what turns me off, because there's some things that are turn ons, not just because of body types, but the person in the body that you're sleeping with.
Natalia says his needs, her needs. I think that is both. So let's not put this unfair. I know what word I want to use. Let's not put let's not put it out there that men don't have these insecurities.
Absolutely.
Men have insecurities.
Absolutely. Listen, okay.
You can't get me.
Okay.
I won't go to a pool with my shirt off. I'm just telling y'all now.
Can I take it deeper? Can I take it deeper?
You go.
Because at 50-year-old me don't have the stamina of 20-year-old me.
It's not the same.
It ain't the same. And so that was an insecurity because, you know what I'm saying? Because you start to feel like, are you letting her down because you can't do it all night. Can we talk? I just wonder, can we talk?
We here.
Because you can't do it all night like you used to. Can we be honest enough to say, yo, you about to get these 15 minutes of work? I'm about to,
and I'm going to sleep.
And it's going to be the best 15 minutes of your life. You know what I'm saying? But that's all I got. I ain't got hours no more. I'm not that dude. We have insecurities too, right? And so, like you said, it's easy just to talk about the women's side, but then also with men, sometimes a sexual insecurity can be, where are we financially? Because sometimes if I'm struggling financially, it takes away from the side of me that feels proud of being able to provide for my family. And so what do you do when your life changes? Because maybe it's not your body that's changing, maybe it's your circumstances that's changing.
That's crazy. And if y'all don't believe that men be chasing, that's why you see the low T commercials. That's why you see Nugenics and why you think they invented Viagra? Because every man is still chasing 20-year-old him.
Yes, sir.
That's just the reality of it. Every man is still chasing 20-year-old him. And dudes actually think, it's my belief that they still believe that they can do what they did at 20. You never feel like you can't do what you did at 20.
Right.
You don't realize you're not what you were at 20.
Right.
So, and that's gonna be sexually, that's gonna be bad. I step out on the basketball court, I'm like, dog, I can still do all the stuff I did when I was 20 until I try, and now I'm in a knee brace.
Yes,
you know
sir.
what I'm saying? Like,
yes, sir. Yes, sir.
But in your mind, you still can do what you do, and then you start chasing that. Like a lot of guys chase.
Yes, sir.
What it was. That's why you see, I think when men go through midlife crises, they go back to dressing like they did when they were 20. Right, they go back to trying to buy the car they had when they were 20. Like they do all of that. Oh, you made a thumbs up and it thumbed up.
That's I saw that. I never saw that before. Yeah, that's all.
It's because of your thumb. Okay. That's why a lot of men do that kind of stuff. Now, Lakeisha, don't talk about the unk phase because I'm not happy about that the other day. I went to the movie the other day. I was going across the street. I was trying to let the guy get into the parking space. And he was like, no, come on, Unc, you good? And I was like, in public? you just gonna call me Unc in public? The gray is getting ready to go.
Receive it, receive it, Doc. But you know what? I even saw this in the gym because I work out. And I remember, because I had to receive that because in my mind, I can still bench press a certain amount of weight. And so I would go in there and see these young guys trying to push weight that I know I could get. And I had to fight the temptation of doing it just to prove something to them. Because unlike them, if I hurt something, right, mine don't heal as fast.
You're not healing like you used to.
So I had to accept the fact that I don't care if y'all looking at me like I can't push the weight up. I ain't here to hurt myself to impress nobody. I'm here to keep myself healthy for myself.
Marche said that men won't talk about ED. So let me talk about that from a male perspective.
Okay.
I think so much of who a man is, we have been societally taught is connected to your libido.
Absolutely.
It's connected to your size, your stamina, how much you getting, blah, 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 blah. So for a man to say, I don't have the ability to,
right?
That almost is like, dog, I ain't even a man no more. And ladies, y'all are built different. The cave gonna be the cave.
Right.
The cave gonna be there. If we need to go spelunking, you can figure out a way to go spelunking. You know, some caves have rivers in them, and some caves are dry. Sometimes you got to bring your own water. So we get all of that. That cave is gonna be that cave. It's not an attachment for women. It's just not, because the reality about even with women, they'll change locations. You know, it'd be a different cave that you go to. So I don't think women are as attached. It doesn't attach as much to their personality,
right,
and who they are,
absolutely,
as it does with men. So a man. So like even men, we don't care about perimenopause and menopause. Men get excited to hear it. Women, I'm going through menopause. He be like, yes, I can't knock her up no more. That's all men think. That is all a man thinks when you start talking. We ain't worried about your temperature changes, your hot flashes, all that. We ain't think about none of that. Your hormones ain't right. Yeah, no, you can't get pregnant no more. That's all a man thinks when he hears menopause. You're like, yes, saving money on condoms. But men are attached to what they are.
Yeah.
All of it. Like Are you a mandingo? Yeah, I sure am. And, can I go round for round? You don't want to be like, the song says, I don't want no Minute Man.
That's what the song say.
That's what the song says. So
That's
now you try to figure out how I do it. It's crazy.
But when you look at, let's just look at the basic, bottom level. When it comes to that part of a man, it's connected to so much of our identity because that's how we produce, right? Not just, I'm not talking about just the pleasure. I'm talking about production, children. It's legacy to us. So it's bigger than just a sexual act to us. For us to not be able to perform is not just about us being able to perform in the bedroom. It actually goes back to our identity because it's saying that I can't produce. And that's hard for a man to be able to say, I can't produce, because we are built to produce something.
And if we can be honest with women, this is what I've always said, that when I finally break down that wall and get some, I have in all my life always been in results and instant gratification kind of businesses. When you play sports, you know whether you had a good game or not. I had 4 tackles, 4 tackles and a sack, interception. That was a good game. And that was a good game. Play basketball, I scored 20, had 28 rebounds. I had a good game. You know off the top exactly what you did. When I do comedy, I had a good show or a bad show. The crowd is letting me know. I think that the reality is, sexually, do you ever really know? You think you do.
You think you do. You think you do.
Do you ever really know?
Right.
It's the y'all talk and the girl talk. You think you be like, boy, I killed it. And she, in reality, she's like, we have seen too many wait and exhale moments. Remember the movie Wait and Exhale? Oh boy, he will work it.
Right.
She
was
like, Lord, let me count these tiles on the wall.
Right.
Oh yeah, daddy. Ooh, yes. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So you think you killing,
right?
But are you really?
Right.
So that's another part for like ladies don't understand. I think that's another reason why a lot of men, not excusing it. That's the reason why a lot of men attempt to have so many. They be like, yeah, I'm good. Look how many. Yeah. Not only is my wife saying it because she got to, but little Tatiana says it too, and she ain't got no reason to be honest.
Listen, and that's 2 things, and I'm done. But when it comes to men, right? Because we just celebrated Father's Day, and one of the things I talked about was comparing God, the Father, to what it means to be a father, or to be, what I'm saying. And what's amazing to me is that, for whatever you think about God, right? One of the things that's clear is that God requires some type of worship and adoration. That doesn't make sense, because why would a God who has angels worship him all day require worship from you and I? Because it's something about worshiping God. It's something about giving him praise that just makes that relationship even more enriched. What women don't understand is that men built like that need praise. It's hard for us to say it, but there's something about when my wife praises me, when she compliments me. I know we talk about women getting complimented, but there's times, man, I would leave the gym feeling like I done something, walk in the house, and Rebecca don't say nothing. So then I run to the bedroom, take my shirt off so I can walk back in front of her. She don't say nothing. Then I go put some lotion on, because I want her to still see me as sexy. And then the other thing, family, I want you to think about this if you're in a relationship. Sometimes what you're afraid of is the thing that'll make your relationship better. Sometimes we're so afraid of finding out that we're disappointing our spouse intimately that we don't do the thing that can make that intimacy better. Is ask your spouse, what do you like? One of the hardest conversations I ever had to have with my wife was 10 years into marriage. What you just said, brother, I asked her. And it was one of those, is it still good to you? And when she got quiet, I turned the radio down, because I thought it was a rhetorical question. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, well, let me turn this music down, because you ain't hear what I said. After 10 years, is it still good to you? And she was still quiet. I said, let me pull this call, because this thing got serious. You know what I'm saying? But when she was able to say, if I can be honest, I don't like this and I don't like that. Initially, it bruised my ego, but then it helped the relationship, because I said, well, here's what it is. If you don't like that, I don't want to waste time doing that. So tell me what you like. And then we started to be able to have those type of conversations. Let me tell you something, family. When you can talk to your spouse and be honest about what you like, it will take that part of your relationship to places you didn't even know it could go. But if you gotta hide and act and why do you think people go to other places? Because the other person, their whole desire is to give you what you like. Because they want you to be like, yo, that was yo. What they study you. They you know what I'm saying? They want to know that this was it. Do that at home. Then you ain't got to go nowhere else.
So you got to do it, but I would even say not just sexually. I would say in all aspects,
everything
of your relationship,
everything.
Because people, I remember at one time, I was dating a young lady, and she asked me, "What is your favorite type of cake?" And I told her, marble bundt cake, no icing.
Okay.
My grandmother made it for me every year when I was a kid for my birthday. My grandmother, that was her thing. When all her grandkids, when it was their birthday, she made them their cake. My grandma made me a marble bundt cake, no icing. That was my favorite cake. Still to this day, that's my favorite type of cake. Marble cake, no icing. Every year for my birthday, she made me a cake, a marble cake, and put icing on it. Because in her mind, ain't no way you just like cake with no icing.
Right.
So she made that cake, no icing.
Right.
And every year, a week could go by, you got to throw the cake away.
Absolutely.
So one year, she was just like, well, I'm going to make it with no icing. Cake was gone that day. Got me some milk, and I ate the cake anime. Because now that's the cake that I wanted.
That's the cake you wanted. Yes, sir. It matters.
It's a very simple guy. That's just the cake that I wanted.
Yeah.
So now you give me the cake that I wanted. She's like, oh, you really do like marble cake with no icing.
Right.
Yes.
Right.
This is what I told you.
Absolutely.
So I think you got to talk that out in all levels of relationships. So ladies, this stuff that y'all are cooking, that your husband is eating, simply because he don't want to bruise your ego and say, I don't like it.
Let me give you another example of that. So I started one year to show my wife how much I love her. I made up my mind I was going to have fresh roses in the house every day, or at least once a week, fresh roses. And I would buy these flowers and get no response. And initially I said, you ain't got to respond, baby, because it's just about me showing you, man, that's a lie. Because after I did it like 6 times, no response, I'm like, yo, fam, I'm buying these flowers. You ain't saying nothing. So she said, well, baby, let me tell you, I don't like flowers. But if you want a response from me, go on to DSW and get me a gift card. She said, you will see the difference. I went and got a $25 DSW gift card, and that's all I'm going to say.
and that's the thing. You gotta do it. So there's 2 things, and then the last thing we'll get into, then we'll go. We're over the hour, and we won't do a marriage counseling today.
Yeah.
But if y'all get a chance, go check out Pastor Shy with dopemarriage.com. Also, I think naturally, when you got a spouse or significant other, either way, one of the keys got to be showing your appreciation for things.
Yeah.
I know how I am, man. I always grew up, I'm too cool to be acting like I care. You know, you do something to me, I got to kind of play it cool. All right, that's nice.
Right.
I just ain't never seen myself jumping, doing all that kind of stuff. That ain't my thing. Like, if I'm excited about something, there's got to be ways to show that you're appreciative of it. I think that's a big thing, too. A lot of times we got to make sure we show our appreciation, not just for the effort, but for the fact that they did what we asked them to do. I think a lot of men fall out of doing what pleases they woman. Because let's say this, you bought the flowers 6 times, you got no response. She's like, well, I like DSW. Okay, so then you went and got the DSW gift card. If she didn't show you her appreciation or nothing changed, now you're not even getting her the DSW gift card no more.
Right.
So now she's going around telling her friends, he don't never do nothing for me.
Right.
The times that I did do something for me, you didn't even show me that you enjoyed it.
Especially when I did what you said you wanted. Yeah.
That's the key. Man, it's always great having you on the show, man.
Man, listen, thank you for having me.
I gotta try to figure out a way to work this into a regular routine. Maybe after every holiday that I know, I'd be like, oh, Pastor Shy ain't working. I'll bring Pastor Shy in. Because you ain't never had this the calm on the couch, Pastor Shy.
You know what I'm saying?
Driver's seat.
Right.
Is your wife home?
No, actually, this is their last day of working. Let me tell you something about my wife. She pray for my wife. So today's her last day. They got a half a day. She going to leave here, talk about it, and I'm wearing shorts to work. I don't care what they say. I'm off. I was like, clutch my pearls. I was like, sweetheart, come on now. Come on. She said, listen, I don't care. I was like, okay, excuse me. So no, today is her last day. She's an educator. She has a half a day, and then she's got the summer off.
We can't do every Friday with Pastor Shy Snoop, because Fridays go any kind of direction.
Well,
I don't want Pastor Shy to tarnish his witness.
Yeah, we don't want to do that.
Yeah. Thursdays are good because we won't be doing nothing on Thursday, Pastor Shy. But not every. We ain't gonna make that man come every week. Then I gotta feel like I gotta pay him.
Yeah, you know. And I'm gonna need. Well, you got the BET Plus over me right now, so we good.
It ain't totally over you. We just that's easy. That's an easy fix.
No, you did.
That's an easy fix. Hey man, thank you so much, man. Again,
no
Pastor
problem,
Shy, let everybody know where they can find you at, man, where they can
listen. If you just so all you gotta do, everything is on our church's website. So if you just go to WOCCNJ.com, you'll see the link to our marriage ministry, which is Marriage is Dope. That's me and my wife. Brand new season is on the way. And listen, at the end of the day, we're just here to bless people, right? If that's relationally, whatever we can. My job as a pastor is to make sure that I make other people's lives better. So if we can do something to be a blessing to your life, just go to the website, WOCCNJ.com, see what we got going on. Check us out, man. And we would just love to be able to do something that makes your life better.
And for the old people, you can put www. In front of it.
Yeah, put W.
You don't have to.
You can put
it's kind of understood. But, old people are like, well, where is it www? They be like, it's understood.
It's understood.
WOCCNJ.com.
And your boy Cletus gonna be hanging with us this Sunday, man.
I'm in there.
He's gonna be in the building. Cletus is in the building.
And it was a really awkward question. I know I can't say it in church on Sunday, but it was an awkward question. We were discussing me coming, and you was like, hey, you sure you can get it done in 10 minutes? And I was like, I don't know how comfortable I am. But another man asked me that question. But I understood what you were saying.
I will say that, my mom got an ought against you, brother. So I'm telling my mom to get over it. Because, you told that joke about me and my brother, because my brother's dark skinned.
Oh, yeah. And I was like, somebody might have been cheating. So your mom, I'm going to try to come in and win your mom over. That's my only goal.
Get her back.
So the rest of the church, I'm telling y'all now, this ain't about y'all. It's only about getting Pastor Shy's mama to like me again. If she tells me bless you, I already know that she don't like me. That's what
right. That's how you know.
People cut you out.
Yes,
bless
sir.
You, baby.
Yes, sir.
Appreciate you, Pastor Shy, man.
Appreciate you back, brother.
Yes, sir. That's my man, Pastor Shy, man. World Outreach Christian Center, New Jersey. Y'all go check him out whenever you get a chance. I'm getting ready to get out of here, man. Don't look now. News, weather, and sports. Don't look now. But my Indiana Fever, I have accepted them as my new team. Y'all should have known I was going to choose the Fever since everybody hates Caitlin. But my Indiana Fever won their third straight game last night, holding it down 6-10. The Fever are getting hot. The Fever getting hot. Y'all check them out whenever you get a chance. Word of the day. Word of the day. Today's word of the day is 2 words. How is that? The word of the day today is hue and cry. Hue and cry. Hue and cry refers to a clamor of alarm or protest in response to something. It can also be used as a synonym of hubbub to refer to a general noise or uproar. After the popular professor was fired by the college, there was such a hue and cry from students that the administration was forced to reconsider its decision. Hue and cry. Hue and cry is the word of the day, even though it's 2 words. Hue, H-U-E, hue and cry. Hue and cry. Hey, man, thank y'all so much for tuning in, man. It's been another fantastic show, man. You can always support the show. Y'all see Pastor Shy's website scrolling across the bottom. You can always support the show financially by going to Cletus Comedy on Cash App. If you don't want to use Cash App, you can use, I'm not giving y'all my Zelle. Then somebody be done hack my account, and I'm a multi-hundredaire, so I ain't got time for that. But you can also go to my PayPal. It's CletusComedy@gmail.com. But y'all can go do all of those things, man. Hue and cry is like fighting and fussing. You know it. Got it. Hey, man, remember that today's just another day. We're almost to the weekend. We've been fighting to get to the weekend. We're almost there. What you going to do with it? Go ahead and make plans to make this weekend a great weekend. I know you can do it. I really can see it in y'all eyes. And I appreciate y'all being here with me. Make some people good today. Even if that somebody just happens to be you, I guarantee you it'll be a good time. I'll holler at you guys later. Peace.
Kick your shoes off, take a load off. Don't go nowhere till the show's off. Oh, you know it's gonna be a movie when you got Cletus Cassidy on your TV. Yeah, already know Mr. Funny Man. Coming to you and making you laugh again. Started off on the radio, now we got the Cletus Cassidy Show. Yeah.